it started? Oh,
No, I'm on the thing, so I was just gonna.
it says it's live on my end. I gotta mute myself too once it actually starts.
No.
Let's see. Oh, there we are.
Yay!
It says it's live on my end. I gotta mute myself too.
Oh yeah, I gotta mute
Once it
myself.
actually starts. I'm so sorry. I got an ad on my own live stream. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I always mean to like click those off, but like it's a manual thing that you have to do and I forget. Hey, everyone.
Right. Oh man. Yay!
They can see and hear both of us. Good.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Right. Oh, I see Jessica's here. I see Phoebe's here. Denise, Danny. Oh my gosh, it's moving so fast. Hello, everyone.
Oh wow, I did the thing that Jessica showed me how to do, the pop-out menu, so now I actually can see the comments.
Ooh, I like it. Jessica teaches us so much about these things. Let's see. All right. Well, first off, oh, I see Cheryl. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, it's moving too fast to say hi to everyone. But thank you guys so much for coming. I'm excited to get some words in.
Oh my god.
I've been doing so much like timeline revision-y sort of things that like the actual writing hasn't been happening. So
it was so much fun seeing you do the Eon timeline. I was like, oh.
I know. I remember when you told me about that. I think I went and looked at like a video or a comment I left on your thing. It was like over a year ago.
Yeah.
Raving about it, and I was like, oh. So anyway, finally.
Well, but I get it because it's like a paid program. Like I always forget because I got in on the beta, so I never paid for it. So I forget that it was a paid program. You know, it was something that someone had. Because I, do a lot of like with faith and stuff like that. We do a lot of like over like 3,000 years, type thing. Yeah. And so a friend of mine, I can't remember who, was all like, "Oh, you should check out this thing. They're doing a beta, and it might help you with your timeline." I was like, "Oh yeah," and it was free. So now I forget. Then when you said it was $50, I was like, "Oh, I mean, it's worth it. I paid the $50, but
yeah, that's what I was thinking after. That's why at first I was like, if it was for one story, I wouldn't have paid for it. But because I have timeline errors every time and like your fantasy, I feel like it would help so much. So if you're like me and just always mess up timelines, I'm going to say it's worth it. So.
Yeah, I mean, and for me too, like I would definitely pay for it now as well, just because I do so much time stuff, like with the Riser and Atlas, because it is over 300 years and then they're back here and blah blah blah, so it's like I need it.
Yeah
Everything.
Well, let's see, what are you working on? People in the comments, let us know what you're working on.
What are you guys doing? I'm actually on the last chapter, is my chapter of Faith and our book.
Yeah,
so I could potentially in this write-in finish the whole book.
Heck yes.
So
that would be incredible. That would be so fun. Okay, I'm cheering you on for that. That'll be the goal.
So what are you working on? Are you working on your timeline, or are you actually writing now?
I'm doing revision-y sort of thing, so it feels less writing, but I realized part of the way through that because I put like Project Death on hold and a couple other ones, I don't have any first draft work, which I love drafting. And so what I've decided to do, and what I've already started doing, is just like writing short stories a little bit. I know because Phoebe's doing some short stories, and it gets the drafting part out without being a full commitment. And so I feel like, the short stories can be like 500 words or they can be like 6,000, but it's not a huge deal. So anyways, I'm going to alternate between revising Project Purple and like just doing some fun short stories.
Just putting this out there too.
Yes.
Teleplays and screenplays are approximately about, teleplays are about 6,000 words and screenplays are approximately about like 15 to 20,000 words. So you could write screenplays instead of short stories.
Yeah. That's true. And and I still have your like television like video on my later list, but now that I have the breakdown for Project Purple, I was like, oh, I can take each of these scenes and better translate them. So anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of exercise is what I mean. But what's kind of cool about it is that, for me anyway, is that switching to different formats, but also switching to different storytelling helps my writing when I'm noveling. Because really with screenplays, as you know now, it's like everything is show, not tell. You have no thought, unless you're going to make your entire thing narrated, which, you know, isn't really practical. I mean, unless you're doing something like a Veronica Mars or like, you know, that kind of thing where there's a slide. But even then, if you actually broke down a Veronica Mars script, there's probably only about like a page of narration. But it really helps you then if you transfer it to your novel writing, like, because it's so easy to fall into the novel writing of what they're thinking. And then you're like so into what they're thinking, you're not really, you can kind of lose sight of the story a little bit. Whereas screenplays definitely get you back on track in terms of like structure and formatting. And anyway, for me anyway, that's how I use it.
I know. I feel like by the end of this, you might make a screenwriter out of me yet.
Yeah.
Let's go see what everyone's working on. Justin pitching my screenplay today. Wow, look at that.
There you go.
Let's see. Apricot Zone. I'm still working on the first draft of that Bezu project, and I just realized I need a whole other chapter that I haven't planned at all.
Wow.
Well, we're gonna see if you can't get that whole chapter today. Molly, I have literally no idea. Just feeling creative. I guess I'll see where today takes me. I think that's a great way to do it.
That too. Yeah, that's good. Working on a new adult post-apocalyptic draft. Woo,
yes. I want all the new adult.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even know what that was until I met you.
Really?
You explained it to me. I'm all like, oh shit, I think I write new adult. I just didn't know it.
Carrie B, I'm working on the blurb for my upcoming Western. I'm waiting to write the actual story during camp. Going to outline during the stream. Red Dead Redemption was a giant inspiration. That is very cool. I feel like I remember Natalia Lee saying something about that. Was an inspiration for her too.
For Pistol Daisy, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very cool. Also, do you already know what you're working on for Camp NaNoWriMo? Is this too early?
Yes. Honestly, all I'm focused on right now is just finishing this book. And then
chapter.
One more chapter. And then after that, I really would like to go into the untitled.
Yeah, the untitled, yeah.
Untitled title that now my my mates know. I actually confessed it to them.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think I might be working on that. What are you working on?
For camp, you know what? I also don't know. I asked the question, but like I'm not positive yet. I would just like to get through Project Purple revisions before I start thinking about it too much. But do we want to go ahead and, oh, I do see a question. James, this is my first stream, so do we write a draft or can we outline? Or James, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. That's why I'm revising some and writing some or drafting. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we want to do... Here's the thing, you like longer sprints, Becca, and I asked people about this on like the community tab because I was
What did they say?
It's mostly like medium-sized sprints. I said that was like 15 to 20 minutes, I think. Okay. And then, but after that, 25 plus minutes was the second answer, and then short ones was third.
Okay, so sort of like start out smallish, like a 10-minute.
Yeah.
Work up to like a 25-minute.
Yeah. So is that what we want to start with? We'll do a 10-minute warm-up sprint.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. We'll wait and see if everyone's cool with 10 minutes, but I think
let us know if you want to do, because maybe you want to start with a 5-minute or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like when I'm by myself, that's what I do.
Yeah, it's good. Like I mean, 5 minutes. Like I guess I like to do 5 minutes, but I think I get so into the zone right at the end of the 5 minutes, and then it's like, and then I'm like, oh, and then I stop.
And then you lose the zone. Yes, yeah. I'm with. All right, everyone's saying 10 minutes is great. Okay.
Yay.
Then we will go ahead and, I don't know, can I pull this closer? All right, start.
I have to get my chapter up. Okay.
Time.
Wow. Okay, now
That was
this
really fast.
it was fast. Okay. How'd you do?
I got 257 words. So I feel like I did pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Let me see. There we go. I did 249.
Dang, you crushed it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, Cassie says that ended quickly. I felt like it ended quickly. It felt like a 5-minute sprint instead of a 10 one, but I promise it was 10.
It really did. Oh wow, everyone's doing great. Holy crap.
I see. Ember says they got distracted, but still got 100 words,
That's great.
which is awesome. James got 250.
Man, Aaron got 234. How could you get? I mean, 634. Oh my God. Sorry, Aaron. 634. Like, how can you get 634?
Oh my gosh. I see Erin got 662.
Oh my God.
What?
That's awesome.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, Avalon got through about 6 pages. That's awesome. Phoebe wrote a couple paragraphs on paper. Oh, okay, Phoebe.
Ooh.
Let's see. Yeah, Ember, over 600 words in 10 minutes. You all are not human.
I know, right?
It's crazy fast.
You have to be a really fast typer too, because I remember you did a video on how fast you type, and man, I did that test that you did, and I thought I was a fast typer, and I took that test, and I'm all like, wow, I'm really slow.
Yeah,
fast.
That's what the typing is fast. The thinking is slow.
I don't know, man.
Let's see. Oh, Guzzy asks if some people dictated. I haven't attempted to dictate stuff in a while, but I do think that's fun.
I keep meaning to actually put a tape recorder next to my bed because I always come up with great ideas in my dreams, and then I always think these are good enough to remember. You don't need to write this down, and besides, I'd have to find paper and pen or whatever, and then I never remember it. And I'm like, why don't you just put a tape recorder and just say it?
That would be such a good idea, though. Yeah.
Because paper's never, for me, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to sit there and write it down because then I'll be awake and I just won't be able to get back to bed. But
yeah, that's what.
Recorder.
Yeah, a tape recorder. I have the issue of like I'll keep my phone next to me, and so I use my phone. But the problem is by then the lights, even with it in the lowest setting and everything, by the time I've typed it out and like stared at the screen, I feel like I'm more awake. But I feel like a tape recorder would be like the perfect solution. Could keep my eyes closed and do it.
Right? I know, you don't have to even open them. Exactly. Oh.
Let's see. Oh, Sarah asks for BECCA. Is she still interested in other books about teenage necromancers?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like, I mean, I already wrote my series, but Chilson's essentially a necromancer. Although I think it's weird because it's like sometimes my book gets categorized as necromancy, and then sometimes it gets categorized as like a different spin on zombies. So I don't really know. I mean, you've read it. What would you categorize it as?
Yeah. See, I feel like the main thing is that she can raise the dead. So,
right. Yeah.
I do know that at one point there are like things that you basically describe as zombies once she's brought them back, but like that's not really zombie to me so much as
right
the dead.
Okay, yeah. So it is, I guess, more necromancery in that sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because it's like, because she doesn't just bring dead bodies back either. Like she can bring back anything dead from down like
animals, plants, yeah.
And it gets even more insane like in the later books. Like she can like dead skin cells and like atoms and like it just goes down tiny.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, what exactly is she? She's sort of more of a science experiment, really, because I do in the second book get into how she got her, you know, because I know in the first book, you know, that it's, you know, from her dad, you know, that kind of thing, but it's and it seems like all sort of magic based, but you find out that it's actually more science based. in the second book, and you're like, oh, so I kind of, yeah. And then when I start getting into, I'm telling you right now, oh my God, I'm still going through the stupid proof of Atlas Rising.
Really?
Because I haven't had time.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're working on other stuff and moving.
And just like traveling in the RV, don't have friggin' time.
Yeah. Where did you order your proof from?
I'm doing all my paperbacks and ebooks through KDP. I'm only doing my hardback through Ingram Spark.
Ooh, okay. That's what I think. Natalia, I attended their live stream yesterday. Natalia and
I missed that. I was on the plane. I was like, damn it.
Yes, yeah. And I think Natalia said something about how she's now using KDP instead of Ingram Spark because
yeah,
I don't want to butcher that, but yeah, she had a bad experience. So
yeah, I mean, from what I've gathered, I haven't talked to her personally, but just from what I've gathered, it seems like she had a pretty crappy experience, and I think that's because she did all of it on Ingram Spark, maybe. That's why I divided it, because it's like I had a pretty good experience with Ingram Spark for my hard copy of Dream Diaries. But I'm still keeping all of my paperbacks and KDP, because KDP is free. That's the key.
Hard to beat that.
Yeah, Ingram Spark is not. And it's like, not only that, but like if you make a mistake, which happens, sometimes like you realize you did something wrong or whatever. Every mistake you make, you have to, when you re-upload a file to Ingram Spark, you have to pay $25.
Yeah.
So you better not make any mistakes.
Yeah, that would be.
Whereas with KDP, it's just, you just upload a new file and you're fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's way nicer. Well, that's what everyone in the comments, let me know, either like, are y'all published, or do you want to be published? Is that an avenue you're wanting to pursue? And would you do indie or traditional? I'm kind of curious. Also, I don't know, Becca, are you drinking anything? I made a cappuccino in my Scooby-Doo mug. So.
I love that mug. I'm still hoping for your Princess Bride Scooby-Doo one to.
I know, that's what it's, it's in this category in the middle. So.
I know. It's like, I know there are certain books. It's like I completely, like when you watched your video, I was all like, oh my God, yes. It's like, and it's not that you don't like those ideas. It's like, they're great, but they're just not anytime soon it's going to happen.
Yeah. That's what I wish it would. But like at a certain point, this is where I've gotten to the thing. I have too many that it's like, there's only so much I can do at once. Otherwise, none of them would get done. So.
And if you start doing indie publishing, you're going to realize that your writing time is going to shrink. Because
that's even just researching stuff for that, it's shrunk my writing time. And I'm like, I haven't even done it yet.
I know.
Let's see. I do see people saying that they want to be published. Some would do both depending on the story. Hello, Sarah. Same. Let's see. I feel like I see a mixture of indie and traditional.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Which is nice.
Both are great. I mean, it's like I have traditionally published author friends, and I have indie, and people like it for different reasons. Because I know my traditionally published friends, they really liked it for in the sense of almost like ease, in the sense too, because it's nice, because you have like their editors, and then
you don't have to do as much work yourself.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of trust that you can just be like, okay, these publishers, they hire the best editors and things like that. So it is kind of nice, because then you're like, oh, okay. Because when you're indie published, you sort of worry. You're like, did the editor that I hire catch everything?
Yeah.
Just like gambling a little bit. But I'm an indie publisher, so
Yeah.
That's why I usually actually end up hiring 3 editors.
Dang, I did not know that.
Yeah, I always go through 3 different, and they always find different things. So, and I guarantee you, if I hired a 4th, they'd probably find more. I mean, at some
Yeah,
point, you have to let it go.
you do. Well, and that's the thing about traditional publishing when you still find, we've talked about this before, but like when you still find mistakes and stuff, and you know that got viewed over by countless numbers of people. It's just, there's just so much human error that can happen.
Yeah, especially with that amount of words, it's just so hard to catch.
Yes. Yes, every single one. Well, all right, let's see. Do we want to do another sprint?
Yes.
Yes. What do we think? 15 minutes?
Yeah, 15 or 20, I'm good with.
All right, let's see. We'll see what they say in the comments. 15 or 20 minutes, y'all. You decide. I say that, and then we're still talking, obviously, about the traditional and selfie. Let's
know. I know.
15, 20,
Oh,
15.
wow.
Oh my gosh, it all came at once.
Everyone
I
would.
wish I could say that there was a clear winner.
It is totally half and half. Yeah.
You know what? Let's do 15 because then we can ramp up to 20 and 25 if we want to go for a whole thing. That way we're not jumping straight to it. So
Okay. Perfect.
we'll do 15 and then next one will be 20. All right. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Start. Start. Ooh, time.
Wow, it's going too fast.
It did. How did you do?
Let's see. I don't think I did as much, but I'm sort of trying to figure out. I gotta say, it's hard writing this chapter because it's the sum up. I'm not used to sum ups.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like an epilogue, or?
It's kind of. I mean, it was weird how it happened because Faith did her chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you ended the book, like the whole battle.
Oh, wow.
We were gonna do like sort of like an epilogue-y type thing of like 5 years later, just to kind of, I don't know, give the whole series. This is the third and last book, so to give, it's such an intense book. Like it's always battle and like this and that, whatever, and like fighting and running, and so we wanted to give like, look, everything, this is this, and then this is how these people turned out, and it's great, and we were just going to do that as almost like an epilogue type thing. But when I read her chapter, I was like, I think we finished the book. And she's all like, so should we make your chapter instead of being like an epilogue, let's just fully flesh it out and make it like an ending chapter. And I'm just not used to that. I don't end my books that way. I mean, I know you've only read Riser, but it's like, I don't end my books that way. I end them like ending, and then it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't do sum up.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That is kind of hard.
Yeah.
That's a different sort of thing. I'm with you. I feel like mine usually end and it's like
Right, which is okay. It's the end of the story.
right.
But
this is like
yeah, because Cassandra Clare, I mean, I know you're not a fan, but she actually like makes her, and once the story is ended, she does like 100 pages of like sum up. Or more sometimes. So, and it's nice, but sometimes I do feel like I'm all like, okay, I love this, but the story's over.
Right, you're like, it's done. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure there's a middle ground there that's probably like the perfect thing, but or preference. Let's see. I got 372 that time.
Ooh, that's nice.
A little better. Let's see. Oh, I see Electric Rose made 5 edits, made edits on 5 pages.
Good. For 50 minutes, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then Taybuggy says she read 14 pages of her draft and made a few helpful notes.
Nice.
Hey, that's good. Yeah. Let's see. Roxanne, only 5:37. These sprints seem really fast. What the heck? Yeah, they do seem really fast. What
the hell
is confusing me today?
It is. Like it's weird, right? It does feel like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess that's good.
I feel like that's got to be a good thing, though, right? Like we're just so
focused. I think that's good.
Let's see. Rebecca got 630. That's incredible. Nice. Oh my gosh. Shinny, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, got 900 words. And they said, I just seem to hit a good flow. No kidding. That's awesome.
Oh, PK Pam creator. Becca, does your shirt say SHSR? Yes, it does. I'm a huge Buffy fan. I think I've seen all 7 seasons like a gajillion times.
I need to see where I can stream them again.
Yay! It's her high school, basically.
Man, I feel like you always have like the coolest clothes.
Everything I own is nerdy. It's funny because Stefan's the same way, and whenever we travel, it's hysterical because it's like I have my TARDIS bag or like my dragon bag, and then I've got a T-shirt. He's got the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Got like my Potter pants, and then it's just like, is there anything that you're wearing that isn't like not
Do people come up to y'all like all the time? They're like,
oh my God. Well, usually it's stuff that I make that people come up to me with. But like when I'm wearing something like this, it's like they can go buy it, So it's usually like, Buffy, But when I make something, then it's usually like, where did you get that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I made it. And they're always so disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I do see Jessica says, and I just had looked it up, but Hulu, I can stream it on Hulu. Okay, so I know what I'm doing the rest of the day.
Have you seen Buffy?
Here's the thing. I haven't seen it consistently all the way through. So I saw episodes when it was on, but like they were this kind of thing. And I haven't rewatched it all the way. So that's what. And the time I decided Netflix had taken it off. Oh. So it was, and I was like, dang it.
Oh, that's the worst.
But Hulu has it. So, my brother has Hulu, so I'll borrow his.
Good. Well, it looks like there's a lot of Buffy fans here.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah. I've not read Slayer. They asked if we read Slayer. Is that Buffy related?
Yeah, it was. Who was that? Chris Slayer. I feel like, Kirsten White. Okay, Kirsten White wrote Slayer.
Okay, so is that basically like one of the Slayer? Because I know at the end of season 7, she activated all the Slayers. So is it just like a different journey of?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's a different journey, but it's like they it was like kind of a spin-off, kind of not. Like I think she got granted some rights. They do that a lot in YA, like a lot of the DC comics did that. I know I have like Lee Bardugo did a Wonder Woman one.
I'm definitely reading that. Are you kidding me? I read all the comics. Like I am a Buffy nut. I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff they did in the comics. They kind of made me upset, but I still read them. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed. Like, I mean, you saw the thing I made for Comic-Con last year, that size bag. So it's like I'm a little obsessed. Just a little.
Yes. Just a little. Let's see, what else is everyone like obsessed with? Like what if you had to choose one fandom?
Oh yeah.
If you had to choose one. That feels like a mean question.
That's hard. What would yours be?
I know, that is hard. It doesn't feel fair actually. Now that I've said it out.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Five. I would need like top 5.
That's okay. I feel like if anyone wants to list out their top 5, I do see Adele Marie says Star Wars. That's a top one for me too. Oh, some people say Supernatural. I know Tay Buggy is asking one.
Supernatural. I actually made a Supernatural. I have my Supernatural bag. Ooh, should I show it? Should I go get it? Let me go get it.
Yes. I'm going to read out the rest of it. Let's see. Someone says they're obsessed with the show Psych. Me too. I wish that was still on. And oh my gosh, it was so good at the time though. Let's see. Oh, Chronicles of Narnia from Moon. I see a lot of Harry Potters, which like if I had to choose just one, I think that would be it, but I don't know.
This is my Supernatural bag. So on this side is Sam and Crowley, and then on this side is Dean and Castiel, but it's a purse.
Why are you so talented?
Oh my God.
That's so much space inside.
The only, I know it's actually pretty big. Yeah. I mean, because the dragon one is not that big. Unfortunately, the dragon body has to be small. But the only thing is I brought it here, and then I'm kind of not embarrassed, but like nervous to ever use it, because the show that Stefan is working on is created by Eric Kripke.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So I feel like such a dork being like, oh, hey, I made this. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Like super fan, watch out. No, I think it's so cool.
Oh my, but yeah. Oh, so
yeah, everyone's like, that's freaking amazing. Yes.
I get obsessed and then I make stuff.
I think that's incredible.
Zach Dozier, he's working on The Boys. Yes, he is working on The Boys. He just they just finished up season 1, which will be coming out in July, but now season 2 is already starting, so they're going to be filming pretty soon.
Yay! I got my whole family hyped to watch this, by the way.
Yay! I know, I'm so excited. I mean, I've already seen it, but it's like so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, Captra says Marvel. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like
Ooh.
Much.
I was gonna say that's a good one too, because Marvel does encompass so much. So it's all like, yeah, Marvel. And it's all
yeah, you can get the comics, you can get the movies, you get the TV shows, like
yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Ember says The Good Place. The Good Place, though. I'm a season behind because I watch when it gets uploaded to Netflix, but
well, you can watch it on Hulu.
But don't you have to watch it like I guess I'm just so, here's my problem. I'm so spoiled in my binge watching. I just need to wait for it all.
It's already aired. Like the season's already aired. So you can watch.
You do it on Hulu instead.
Yeah,
oh my god.
It's already the whole season's out already. So you're good. You can.
My brother and I were just talking about this. What the heck? Okay, so here's the problem. Now I got Buffy. I got The Good Place.
Okay, but Good Place will take you like a day because there's only.
I know that's so true. Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
Have we talked about Lucifer yet? Did you see season 4?
Okay, I haven't. I've seen the first episode, and it freaked me out because I didn't like that she's working against him, and it just hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt my soul, and I just I don't know how much I can watch this. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything, but I think this season was almost as good as season 1. Like,
Whoa.
I thought it like Lucifer took a noticeable dive.
Yeah, they
even though I still loved it.
floundered a little bit, but it was still good. But
It was, yeah.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
I
Okay.
go with it.
But am I
And
gonna be
it's
crushed?
shorter.
Am I gonna be crushed?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll watch it.
No, it's, yeah, I won't say anything else. I think just let me know when you watch it.
Okay. I know I can't say too much. All right.
Yeah. Pooja says the new Lucifer was so good. I think this might have been my favorite season. That's what I'm seeing a lot of people say. Like, it wasn't just me who was like,
okay. I loved that first episode, but that's why it crushed me because I was like, what she would
know. Oh, people are talking about Killing Eve. I haven't seen that yet either.
Ooh, that's really good. I mean, I loved season 1. Although the end of the season kind of basically when they get to Russia is what I'll tell you. It's just for me kind of dove a little bit.
Yeah.
But season 2, I've only seen the first like 3 or 4 episodes, and so far it's really good. It's just a fun show. I really like it.
Okay. That's what it's also on my list.
It's pretty
It's a never-ending list.
I know.
Let's see. All right. I mean, truthfully, we could talk about like TV shows.
We could talk about all day.
And shall we go ahead and do 20 minutes?
Yes. But just a shout out to Jenna. Yes, Future Man is amazing. Okay.
You're like, I gotta get this in there.
I gotta get that in there.
I haven't that one either, but I do need to watch it.
That is an underwatched show, an under-marketed show, and I feel so bad because 2 of my good friends cosplayed as them, as 2 of the characters in Comic-Con, and I didn't know who they were because I had seen Future Man, and they told me, and I went back and so watched it because they cosplayed as them, and I was crushed that I did, because then it was so good that I was like, I didn't even get to recognize it. No one recognized their cosplay at Comic-Con. That's how undermarketed the show is, because it should be exactly that audience, and no one recognized them.
Yeah. I feel like, isn't this on, it's like, how many seasons has it had?
Season 2. And it's like season 2 is a little bit different than season 1 because, well, you'll understand why. But the setup for season 3 on the last episode of season 2 is so freaking good that I am like dying for season 2.
Oh, okay. Also another Hulu one. Hulu's really good.
Hulu, and it's again 20 minutes long, and 12 episodes, so you'll be done in like a day.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sold. 20 minutes. Is that what we're on now?
Yes.
Let's do it. And start. Ooh, time.
Oh my God, that went too fast.
I know. All right, I'm gonna set it up for next time already. I did more like, I think I saw someone else saying this too, that they did more rearranging this time than actual writing. That's kind of what I did since I've now shifted over to Project Purple, where I'm like going through and like fixing the inaccuracies and inconsistencies and like a few phrases here and there.
Okay.
So, you know, the progress feels like it doesn't come as fast as when you're like, I got 2,000 words, but
I know it's the hardest thing. It's so hard to like, I don't know, gauge your success when you're working on things like that, like even rewrites or even anything, like
you can't
anything.
quantify it, which is not as exciting.
I know, especially with writing, you're like, it's so much more satisfying saying like, I did this amount of words,
Yeah. I can't even say like I made it through a whole scene. It was just like I made 3 changes and debated a 4th.
This is awesome. What?
How did you do?
I did okay. I mean, I'm getting the words. I think I did like 200 something, but again, it's the summing up, you know? I have to remember, I have to try and like make sure I mention everybody. We're kind of also setting up another series possibly. So I got to do that, but not in like such a knock on your head kind of way.
Yeah.
There's a balance, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it's good. I'm pretty sure I will finish today, even if I don't finish in the live write-in, because I'm almost there. I have to do like the big. Basically, it's a wedding, so it's like, you know, I have to walk down the aisle. So I'm getting there.
Yeah. That's nice. You got an in destination though.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Moon got 326. Let's see. Curriculum got 445. I'm slowing down a lot at 445. That's incredible.
Roxanne got 828. I'm pantsing this so hard. I have not planned this chapter at all.
Oh my gosh.
That's so much.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is only semi-related, but Brooke popped in and she just got done watching Aladdin, which I'm hoping to watch next, like in the next couple days. She says she liked it. Not Beauty and the Beast amazing, but she liked it. Genie was actually the best part, so okay.
Really? That's surprising because to me, that's the worst part of the trailers.
You know, I
love Will Smith. Like, I love him.
Yeah.
So, for like ever. Like, I mean, way back in the day. But it looks so bad to me. But, you know, sometimes previews are like that.
That's what I've actually heard some of the reviews I said where they're like, how did the previews make this seem as bad? Like, it wasn't, they're like, it was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Like, the previews made it look like it was going to be trash. So.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just one of those things where, I mean, it was probably hard to do the cartoon version too, because, you know, Robin Williams, of course, we all love Robin Williams, but sometimes when he goes over the top, it's hard to take in sections, but in an overall piece, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It is hard to compare to Robin Williams, or I can't pronounce the name, Architecture. How do you say that? Am I like, Architecture? Architecture. Sorry if I butchered that. But yeah.
That's what I was looking at earlier too. I was like, wait a second.
Oh, that's right. That's what you were trying to pronounce too. Okay, yeah. So
I was like, oh, skip it. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Architecture. You got it.
Okay, I like that.
Oh, Roxanne passed her word goal for the day. Hooray! Yes. Way to go. And I see PK Pam got 429, trying to figure out how to kill the story on the right track. Kill the story. What do you mean? Samantha says she's done writing for the time being and she's just going to draw.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
I haven't drawn in a long time. I'm gonna have to get back in drawing because I brought my Cintiq with me, so I'm hoping I can get back.
You brought your what?
My Cintiq. It's basically like a digital drawing pad kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not very good, but I like doing it. So.
See, here's the problem when you say you're not very good at something. I see all of the crazy stuff you do, and I'm like, I don't know that I believe you.
Aw. No, I'm bad. Okay, it's okay.
I want to take, like, I could just use YouTube, but like I want to figure out how to actually draw something at some point, but like I have awful hand dexterity, so I don't know that that's in the cards for me, but I'd like to.
Yeah, it's like for me it's like I do like some YouTube videos. I actually took some like courses at like the Art Institute up in Pasadena, but and that was fun, but it was all, you know, using charcoal and like hand, and so I feel like I really got into that, and I felt comfortable doing that. But then I really wanted to learn how to do it. It's a different, even though you're drawing onto the tablet, which is nice, because I don't know how some people can do the tablet on the side and draw it like this. Like I do not have the coordination to do that. But it's just so different that I've never been able to capture. So I feel like I could if I just kept doing tutorials. Like maybe I can get there.
Yeah.
But it's you know, it takes a lot of practice. I mean, like anything, like writing. Like anything. Yeah. Keep doing it, and you have to keep practicing, and that's how you get better.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Phoebe says she just recently got back into drawing after a long-term RSI injury. I don't know what RSI is. Is that like a? RSI? Phoebe, I'm Googling it. Oh, repetitive strain injury. Okay. Oh, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry, Phoebe.
Yeah.
That's what I've had some trouble recently with, like, because I'm sitting so much and on my computer so much, like everything is all out of whack, and then I can't sleep well because everything's out of whack, and then it's like the cycle. It's just
God. I've been going through the same freaking cycle. Like I at one point, either from hunching or from being on thing, I pulled like a notch on my spine, and I can't reset it because of the way that I sleep. And it's just, so I totally feel, I know what you're saying.
This is cycle. The writer's curse.
She says she does the drawing on the tablet side. So do you mean like the tablet, like I was talking about? Because if you do that, I'm amazed. Like with the tablet, and then you look at the screen. It's hard. That's why I like just coughed up the money for the Cintiq, because I'm like, I gotta do it.
You're like, this is what I need.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That's what Esther says. Mind yourself. You only got one back. Maybe standing right. I'm looking into multiple things to help myself out because clearly I need it.
Stefan actually got a. It's not a stretcher like the thing I got, which is pretty much useless because then you just learn how to hunch with it on.
Really?
Yeah. He actually has one that vibrates, like almost like shocks you a little bit. And if you don't do it all day, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do it for like 5 minutes a day, then 10 minutes a day. And it's supposed to basically retrain you so that anytime you do that, since you just get shocked, you're like, oh, gotta straighten up. Oh, gotta straighten up, you know, kind of thing. So far it seems to be working for him.
That sounds amazing and terrifying, and I'm very curious.
We were worried about it, that it was going to be like but he said no. It's like if you have an Apple Watch or whatever, it's like it vibrates.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt. It just vibrates.
Yeah. Oh, that's better.
Yeah. It's not as scary as it sounds when you're reading it.
All right. Well, Miss Raven asks, has anyone drawn their book characters? That's one of the things that if I could draw, I would love to do that. I think that's so cool.
Now, do you picture your characters to that kind of detail?
It's a good question. Probably not, but like I feel like I could describe it to someone in depth, but like it's never put into books that way. Like when I actually describe the character, there's never that level of detail of like, and like their nose was a little bit whatever, it's not like that. But I feel like in my head, I kind of have them that way.
So maybe by drawing, you could actually figure out more than you'd even know.
That's what I think. I feel like I would incorporate it better if I was like, aha, I have an actual physical thing I can look at. And
that's interesting. I bet you that's a good exercise if you can draw people, that
yeah.
drawing your character might help you describe them better.
So the people who can draw need to tell us if that's true for them. Well, also, do we want to do another sprint? Do we want to hit our 25-minute sprint?
Yeah, we could do one last sprint. Yeah, the 25 minutes, that would bring us almost to the hour, right?
It would, yeah. All right. Is everyone in it for the long haul? Are we ready?
Oh, maybe I can finish this book. That'd be crazy.
Yes, that would be awesome. Okay. Let's see. I'm seeing some yeses. Let's sprint. Heck yes. Okay, guys. All right, let's do it. Start.
There
we go. All right.
Hi. How'd you do?
You know, I got through the first 5 scenes and I marked all of the red places over again that needed to be changed. And like a lot of it in the last scene is like because because there's a torture scene. It's like I just have to make sure that injuries are the same throughout the rest of the book. So
Right.
That's the fun part I'm changing now.
God, yeah, injuries are rough. I remember, I think I told you how I took out the Ryan punch scene.
Yes.
And so she ended up with a black eye. So I had to go through. So it was the opposite. I had to take it out. I had to go through and find every single time I mentioned the black eye or any kind of injury or whatever and yank it out.
Yep. It's just the not fun kind of revision, which means you're getting close to the end, at least for me now, but like, that's not fun.
Those are usually the last, yeah, exactly. The last like edits of like the streaming things through and taking things out and all that stuff. So
yeah.
So close.
So close. How do you do?
Me, I'm almost there. I think honestly, I think I probably still have about 1,000 words to go.
Okay. Yeah.
So
it's still so exciting though that like you might finish the end of it today. That's awesome.
That would be insane. Oh my God. Oh wow.
I know, and this is a series y'all have been working on together for so long too. So
yeah, you know, the funny thing is we published our first 2 books within like 6 months of each other, and then unfortunately we hired a bad editor. And so we kept getting like, what was crazy though is we kept getting like 5-star reviews, which was great. It just showed that they liked the book. But even the 5-star reviews were like, these errors were in here, and I still love it. So it was very nice.
Oh yeah.
But it was like, like how did we not catch that? That's ridiculous. Like misuse of words, like flea and flee. I'm all like,
oh no. Yeah.
Like stupid little things that I seriously cannot believe that we missed, and she missed. That's when I started. That was the moment when I started hiring 3 editors.
Using multiple.
I just couldn't let that happen again. So that's why we're rebooting it actually, but it actually set us back. Like it actually made us stop writing the 3rd book for, I think it's been 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it really stopped us up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. That would probably happen to me too. Just like a frustration element and like,
what do you do? And when you're doing it with somebody else, it's all like, and should we republish this? And we did. We actually ended up the versions that are up now, which of course no one would ever know because the reviews are the same, but they have been edited like 2 more times by 2 different editors. So they're good to go now, but no one really knows that, you know. So we're going to rename it and redistribute it as 3 books all at once,
all together,
different name, you know, and we'll say previously published as the Black Moon series, so that some people are like, hey, I think I read this book before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
that's a good strategy though.
Yeah, we got to reset. We lose all those reviews, which was like almost 80 reviews, but that's okay.
Wow. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot, which was nice. I mean, our average was about 4.3 stars or something. So it was like, it gave us hope in the sense that people like the series enough to even give it a good review after all those mistakes.
Despite
because I wouldn't.
Yeah. I feel like there's too many.
Yeah. I'm not like, no.
Just star.
Yeah.
Let's see. I see Book Dragon got 461, exactly the same as the 15-minute one. That's really funny. I got super distracted halfway through and just zoned out for a good 5 minutes though. I always find that I feel like my sweet spot is around the 15, 20, because part of the way through the 25, I'm like,
I know. Yeah.
But as long as I come back around, you know, you still get a lot of more than I would have were I not sprinting.
Exactly.
Let's see. Anna got 501. Woohoo!
Nice.
And Sarah got 694 and passed the scene she was stuck on. Congratulations. That's always the best feeling.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oops, mine jumped.
Oh, yeah, same here.
Let's see. Vampire Assassin got 360 words. Dang.
That's awesome.
Wow. Well, I feel like that's it. I don't know that I have any more in me.
I know. I've got 1,000 more words to go, so I'll probably try later on. But I'm going to take a break. Stefan just got home from doing all the grocery shopping. Oh.
Yay.
Yay.
He did the not fun stuff so you could write.
Yeah. Yep.
Yay. Well, all right. Thank you guys, everyone, so much for joining us. We had a lot of fun. Thank you, BECCA. And if you want to check BECCA's channel out, everything is in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for coming. And BECCA and I do this monthly, so next month we will be on her channel. Who knows? We don't know.
To be determined.
Yes. But all right. Thank you guys so much. Bye.